What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with year one of the Madden 22 Minnesota Vikings, my Vikes, Skull Vikings, realistic rebuild. This is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. This is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. Finally, this is it. We're at the end. The last team to do the last Madden 22 realistic rebuild. And with all that being said, man, let's waste no more time. Let's meet the roster. Let's meet the squad. Let's meet the team before the preseason starts. Now, Minnesota Vikings, along with the Seattle Seahawks, they are my two favorite teams. So it just makes it even more sweet that the last team that we're doing here is one of my favorite teams. At quarterback, we have Captain Kirk Cousins. Now, there's a lot to talk about here with Mr. Kirk Cousins. When we went to the NFC Championship with Case freaking Keenum, I was all on board. I'm like, bro, just give Case Keenum another contract. Don't even got to pay him that much. And hell, I really thought that we could run it back with Case Keenum and get to a Super Bowl. Hell, we should have got to a Super Bowl that year. But hats off to the Eagles, by the way, that year. I felt like we could have, instead of spending all that money on Kirk Cousins, but he was the best quarterback on the market at that time. So it was like, you upgraded that quarterback. And Kirk Cousins has not been bad, bro. It's just like we haven't gotten back like to that NFC Championship, round, ever since we got Kirk Cousins. And it's not all Kirk Cousins' fault. Like, I've grown to like Kirk Cousins these past couple of seasons because he is actually, at this point, I would say really, really, really underrated. Like, looking at his dev trait, bro really should be like at least a star dev. I like the 81 overall. That seems pretty accurate, but get him off that boring brown normal dev. Like, Madden 23, Kirk Cousins got to be at least a star dev. Got to be at least a star dev. He's actually won a primetime game finally in his career. And I think, coming up this next season, I think the Vikings, if we can avoid injuries, that's been the main thing. I know Zimmer's out now, but our defense especially is always injured. And if we stay healthy this season, with the departures that, the Green Bay Packers lost, I really think we have a great chance at winning the NFC North with Kirk Cousins being the captain. Backup quarterback, we have Kellen Mond, who they drafted in the third round out of Texas A&M. Hey, I don't know if Kirk Cousins is going to be here for the whole rebuild. He does regress really, really, really hard, especially with that normal dev trait. So if that does indeed happen, do we make Kellen Mond the new team captain, the new captain at quarterback? Or do we draft our own quarterback? And then we always bring back Sean Mannion. I don't understand it. Dude is 30 years old, 52 overall. But for some reason, Sean Mannion always finds, great veteran, great veteran and all that, but always finds a way to stay on that damn roster. Get a better backup quarterback. Running back, we got my boy Dalvin Cook. Another thing, if he just stays healthy, he is top 5 running back in the league. Alexander Madison, one of the best backup running backs in the league, and they are together one of the best running back duos in the league. Another thing with Madison, though, once his contract comes up, do we pay him or do we let him go and be a starter somewhere else? That's going to be a question for this rebuild. I got Wayne Gallman Jr. here. And Kane, this dude got some burners on him. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. Indeed, if we do let Madison walk, maybe Kane could, move up from that special teams role and move into more of a running back to backup running back role for us. Fullback, we got C.J. Ham. Receiver, Mr. Gritty himself, J.J. Justin Jefferson. Love the pick, man. We got to steal. The Eagles should have took Justin Jefferson. They went with Jalen Reagor, but I'm so happy that we got Justin Jefferson. He was our Stephon Diggs replacement. He's been great ever since we drafted him. Adam Thielen, my boy, isn't. I would say he's not on that same level he was a couple of years ago. He's been injured a little bit, but Adam Thielen, still to me, one of the best wide receivers in the league, especially if he's healthy. D.D. Westbrook here. Our wide receiver 3 situation is a little kind of weird. I mean, we got K.J. Osborne, who, burst on the scene this past season. Really like him. He could develop to like a wide receiver 3 for us. But like I said, we got D.D. Westbrook, Olabisi Johnson, who I like when he came out of Colorado State. Another thing, just can stay healthy. Amir Smith Marset, I like him a lot too, and Dan Tresena as a punt return man. Tight end got Tyler Conklin, who, with Irv Smith, disappointing so far. Has been injured. Wish he would stay healthy. But Tyler Conklin, who filled in well for him, now is playing for, I believe, the Jets. I want to say, I can't remember what team he's on to. He actually does have star dev, but I'm going to try to develop Irv Smith Jr. and keep him healthy. I do miss Kyle Rudolph, one of our best, probably the best tight end that we ever had in franchise history. You got Chris Herndon here, former Jet. You got Luke Stalker, Ben Effelson, long snapper DePaola. So I'm going to try to develop Irv Smith Jr. if he can stay healthy. At left tackle, you got Christian Darrisaw, who we drafted. Can't remember, was it in the first round or the second round? I don't know why I'm tripping, but yeah, it was our first round pick at left tackle. Finally getting hopefully a franchise left tackle. Then at left guard, Ezra Cleveland, who we drafted last season. You got Garrett Bradbury. I love how young our offensive line is, so they can all develop and grow together. Also have Mason Cole as a backup center. Right guard is probably the weakest spot on the offensive line when you look at Udo, who's kind of below average, is decent. He's a great run blocker. But then they got Wyatt Davis, who they took in the third round, and he's better at pass blocking when I was looking at the stats. So I don't know who we go with. Do we go with Udo? Do we go with Wyatt Davis? Not so sure just yet. And then at right tackle, we got Brian O'Neill, who I think is one of the most underrated right tackles in the league. Left end, we got my boy Daniil Hunter, who is one of the best pass rushers, defensive ends in the league. Just got to stay healthy. See, that's the thing. I keep saying it. Stay healthy. If we stay healthy, bruh, if we can stay healthy, we can win the NFC North. Got DJ Woodham, who I like a lot. Kenny Willekes, Taysom Bell. I love, Mike Zimmer. He's all defensive-minded coach. And I think we do draft some decent players on the defensive side. It's just about developing. Got Everson Griffin, who, pray for Everson Griffin. He's going through some mental health issues. But one of the great Vikings. Sheldon Richardson here. Got Patrick Jones, who we drafted out of Pitt. Defensive tackle, you got Michael Pierce, who I think we released in real life and he went back to the Ravens. But this is me controlling the Vikings. And if I had some say-so, I want to keep the big man Michael Pierce here in Minnesota, especially if he's playing well. But if we under the cap space and we don't have enough money, then I might have to cut him. We brought Dalvin Tomlinson over from the New York Giants. Got Armon Watts here, James Lynch, Jalen Twyman, who they drafted. They drafted a lot of goddamn D linemen. Patrick Jones, Janarius Robinson, not related to me, and Jalen Twyman. A lot of young guys. Left outside linebacker, you got Nick Vigil, Ryan Connolly, Blake Lynch. Middle linebacker, you got Eric Kendricks, who I think is still underrated. Could argue he could be an X factor, but I think he's up there top, I would say at least top 5 middle linebackers in the league. Got Troy Dye going into his second season. Anthony Barr, who, teammate at UCLA of Eric Kendricks, has been a great Viking, but has been banged up the past couple of years. I think he is a free agent in real life. No team hasn't signed him just yet. But Anthony Barr, I like him a lot, but don't know if he's going to be here for the whole rebuild. You got Chaz Surratt, who we drafted out of North Carolina, very athletic. Pat Pete, LSU alumni, wearing the purple and gold. I love Pat Pete. He is I would say a future Hall of Famer. But don't know if he's going to be our long-term solution as our cornerback one. You got Mackenzie Alexander, who we brought back after he went to Cincinnati for a year, and then he came right back to us. Got Cam Dantzler. Rest in peace. I want to say rest in peace, Jeff Gladney again, too. We drafted him. You got Chris Boyd here. You got Harrison Hand. So we could use some work in the secondary. It's supposed to be Mike Zimmer's specialty. Got Xavier Woods, not the wrestler, New Day member Xavier Woods, but former Cowboy Xavier Woods. If we say the Cameron Bynum out of California, who I like a lot, if we do let Xavier Woods walk, I think we could develop Cam Bynum. Then at strong safety, you got Hitman Harrison Smith, still really good at the age of 32. Then we have Josh Metellus here, kicker Greg Joseph, and punter Jordan Berry. But that is the team. How many draft picks do we got? Okay, we got our first round pick. But that is the team going into year one. Let's simulate the preseason. As you all know, preseason really doesn't have a big factor in my depth chart for year one. Just going to get through it. No injuries. and make our cuts. So we only have to cut 9 players. So let's go through the roster one more time to see who will be cut or delegated to the practice squad. So we're going to keep the quarterbacks, the running backs. I want to keep Dan Chisena on the team, on the active roster, use him as like a punt return man. We do have a bunch of tight ends. So I think Ben Ellefson can go on the practice squad. We do not need Andrew, the long snapper, so we're going to release him. I'm thinking about releasing Luke Stalker, too, and just go with the 3 tight ends. We don't need 4. So let's release Luke Stalker. And then I was going to say, why didn't it show the centers? We have a ton of defensive ends, but these guys overalls are really good. So, like, if I do, like, put them on the practice squad, I'm pretty sure they're going to get stolen from us. Defense, yeah, we got a bunch of them. Even Blake Lynch, if I was to move him to the practice squad, he would get stolen. This is so... How many more people? I'm about to cut Sean Mannion. Gotta cut 6 people. So we're going to have to gamble and put some of these dudes on the practice squad. So I think Dan Chisena, he's going to have to go on the practice squad, unfortunately. Man. Do we move Blake Bandrel? But I know how this game operates. It's gonna cut somebody and sign a backup right tackle if I were to do that. I think Janarius Robinson, I don't think nobody's gonna sign him. We're gonna move him over to the practice squad and probably cut Tashawn Bauer. And maybe move Patrick Jones to the practice squad too. I think I'm going to do that. Move him over to the practice squad. I think Blake Lynch will go on the practice squad. I just don't want these dudes getting stolen from us. And that should be it. I mean, if we have to cut 1 or 2 more people, yeah, Sean Mannion's gone. Sean Mannion is gone. He's not going to play this season anyway. 52 overall. Maybe we'll just bring him back in the offseason. But that's the final cut. Now it's time to upgrade the team, set up the depth chart, adjust the lineup, do all that crap. So we can simulate this year 1. Why is it trying to delegate? Okay, they don't let me upgrade the damn players for some reason. I press triangle. Upgrade all players. Thank you. And let's see what we have here. So we have Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Madison, Wayne Gallman. I'm actually going to play Kane over Wayne Gallman. CJ Ham. Let's go with Chris Herndon there. And then we'll go with Wayne Gallman maybe as a backup fullback too. Receiver, got Justin Jefferson. We're going to go with KJ Osborne over Dede Westbrook. That's fine. Then tight end, we're going to go with Irv Smith over Tyler Conklin. Then we're going to go Darisaw. This is a big question, though. Who do we start, Udo or Wyatt Davis? Wyatt Davis might have more upside. He is 2 years younger, 3 points lower, though. But if he starts this season, he can be right at a 66, maybe even better than that. I just don't know. I really don't know who to start. Man. Probably going to start Udo for this season. And then O'Neal. Then we got Wonham, Hunter. I got to find a way to get Wonham. I think for Wonham, I'm going to have him sub in on the right side wherever Griffin starts. And then Sheldon Richardson will be like rush defensive tackle 3. Yeah, I got this figured out. Vigil, he can tackle really well. I would try to develop like Chaz Surratt, Troy Dye, but the thing is with them, they're like old as hell already, like 24 each. Like they're already 24. Pat Pete, Cam Dantzler, Mackenzie Alexander, that's fine. Xavier Woods. I want to get Cam Bynum involved a little bit. Special teams, we got Kane, Dede Westbrook, that's fine. Let's do Amir Smith-Marset, and then punt return. They have Kane, Pat Pete. I'm fine with that, cool with that. Or we can do put Quentin Johnson in there too. Get him involved a little bit. Yeah, let's get him involved. Kickoff start will be Jordan Berry. Long snapper will be, they have Garrett Bradbury. We could do, I want Mason Cole and Wyatt Davis involved a little bit too. Damn, how should we do this? But just leave it like that. Third down back will be Dalvin Cook. Power back will be Dalvin Cook. We could do Madison, though, but we'll leave it just like that. Slot receiver is going to be KJ Osborne, Westbrook, Quentin Johnson. Left end will be Danielle Hunter. Right end will be Wonham. And then defensive tackle will be Pierce, Tomlinson, and Sheldon Richardson. Sub linebacker, Kendricks, Barr, and they have Troy Dye. But I kind of want to do Nick Vigil. I guess we could do Troy Dye. Yeah, we'll do Troy Dye for this season. Slot cornerback will be Cam Dantzler. Bynum, there we go. He gets involved. And then Chris Boyd. So I'm happy with, the way it's set up. Let's advance a week. Get on to the regular season where we kick off the season against the Cincinnati Bengals. I remember this game really well, too, this past season, where I think we lost, was it field goal, overtime, something like that. We really could have won that game. I think then the next week against the Cardinals, it was like the same thing. So I'm going to say make the playoffs. If Mike Zimmer does indeed get fired at the end of the season, it really doesn't matter. We'll take over. He's not there in real life anymore anyway. So if he does get fired, doesn't really matter. Prospects, we have a quarterback at the top of the board out of Ole Miss, Jabril Applewhite. Never seen Jabril spelled like that in my life. 5'11", kind of short. Is he the only quarterback? No, there's one here, Ethan Hansen out of Missouri. There's another one out of Virginia Tech. So another quarterback right here out of Michigan. So another one. So at least 5 quarterbacks that could go in the first round. Just eyeing quarterbacks. Don't know what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins just yet for the rest of the rebuild. But we are 7-9 overall all across the board to start off the season in Cincinnati on the road. Can we get the win? And we lose. Close game, just like real life. Just like real life. That's why it's as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. We outrushed them. They outpassed us. No turnovers. So we really could have won that game. But what happened? We got sacked a couple of times. We didn't get any pressure on Joe Burrow. Dalvin Cook was really good. Madison was not, but he did have a touchdown. T. Higgins just went off. Went off on us. Inside of 20 twice for Jordan Berry. Now we have to go on the road to Arizona against the Cardinals. See how we do against. This is what I was talking about, bruh. Blake Lynch gone just like that on the Commanders. Now we have, I should turn off practice squad still. And now we have the Cardinals on the road. Can we beat them? Get our first win of the season. And we actually do, 31-27. Close game, another close game. Offense scoring a lot of points too, by the way. They outrushed us. They outpassed us, but we did not turn the ball over. Our defense committed some turnovers. We did get sacked 4 times. James Conner ran all over us, but what is going on with Madison? He's getting touchdowns, but not a lot of yards. C.J. Ham had 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson went off for $110. KJ Osborne was really good. Would love for him to go up dev trade. Danielle Hunter, a sack and a half. DJ Wonham getting involved. Pat Pete, Harrison Smith, the old guys back there in the secondary. And we get our first win of the season. 1-1. And then now we have the battle of my 2 teams. Seems like they play every year. Seahawks, Vikings. This time I will be rooting for the Vikings. And the first mock draft is out. And we are projected to pick a right guard out of Michigan State. I actually like this mock a lot. We need, right guard is the weakest position on our offensive line. But when you look at, the past couple of drafts, we have focused on offensive line heavily when it comes to the draft with the picks of Garrett Bradbury, Ezra Cleveland, Christian Darrisaw. Seems like we have to draft an offensive lineman every year. But can we beat the Seahawks at home to advance to 2-1? And we do in another close game, 31-28. We beat them by a field goal, 2 straight wins. We outrushed them. They outpassed us. We did not turn the ball over. We're not turning the ball over. So Captain Kirk doing his thing. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, only 1 sack from the offensive line. Dalvin Cook was really good. Madison fumbled, but at least he averaged 5 yards per carry. Justin Jefferson and Tyler Lockett both had 92 and a touchdown. Thank you, Chris Carson, with his retirement, the neck injury. I'm going to miss him. Irv Smith Jr., Madison with the receiving touchdown. Udo gave up a sack. Has me wondering, should I put in Wyatt Davis? Pat Pete with another interception. And with our second straight win, we are 2-1. Now we have the undefeated 3-0 Cleveland Browns. We have Kirk Cousins with those 4 touchdowns as a weekly award winner. And we have a breakout player scenario. Is it Kirk Cousins? Xavier Woods. Oh, man, I actually kind of don't want him to hit this because I think he signed with the Panthers, and I like Cameron Bynum a lot. So I wouldn't mind if he does not hit it. We do lose 49-35 in a shootout. Shootout with the Browns. At least our offense is scoring some points. They're scoring some points now. Turned the ball over a couple of times, 2 picks. But look at Kirk Cousins, 5 touchdowns, bro. Dishing it out. 3 touchdowns from Nick Chubb. Couldn't stop him. Couldn't stop Janovich. And KJ Osborne, 6 catches, $129, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, Adam Thielen, 106 yards. Irv Smith, Justin Jefferson. Man, KJ Osborne, if he can go like at least star dev, even if like they rob Thielen of his superstar dev, I would love for KJ Osborne to go up to star dev. We got Justin Jefferson as an X factor. We have a 3-headed monster at receiver. Xavier Woods, please don't hit it. Thank you. We get Anthony Barr back from injury. Now, the 3-1 Lions leading the division, but everybody else 2-2. Close race so far early on, and we beat them 34-28. Was that our first division game? Because we have not played the Packers or the Bears yet. So we win our first division game. Did it go to overtime? Yes, it did. We outrushed them. We outpassed them. No turnovers. Yes, we're not turning the ball over. Kirk Cousins is looking like an early MVP candidate right now. Madison's starting to run the ball a little bit harder. C.J. Ham has like 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. What is getting into K.J. Osborne? Back-to-back games, over 100-something yards, a lot of targets, 2 touchdowns for Thielen. And sack for Sheldon Richardson, Tomlinson, Troy Dye, Daniil Hunter, a pick for Anthony Barr coming back from injury. Greg Joseph does miss a field goal inside the 20 twice for Jordan Berry. And we are 3-2. Impressive 3-2. Impressive play by Kirk Cousins, bro. He is balling. He is looking like an MVP candidate right now. And we have another weekly award winner, and it's probably Kirk Cousins again. Kirk Cousins, second one. And then, of course, they hit us with 2 injuries. Who is it? Just 2 of my best players on defense. Eric Kendricks and Michael Pierce. But the defensive tackle position, we have a lot of depth. So Sheldon Richardson, Jalen Twyman, James Lynch, Armon Watts, they can fill in for him. So no biggie. We're going to do that. And then middle linebacker, we had Troy Dye subbing in anyway. So let's go to rush defensive tackle, and it's going to be, we'll do it like that. And then sub linebacker, they have Barr, Dye, and they have Cam Bynum. Let's do Chaz Surratt. Let's get him involved. Let's get him involved a little bit. Chris Boyd back from injury. Week 6 against the Carolina Panthers, who are 2-3. Kind of off to a little shaky start. And we beat them 30-22. 30-22. We beat them before we go into the bye week. We outrushed them. We actually shut Christian McCaffrey down. We got 3 turnovers. The defense is playing really well, too. Kirk Cousins, not a great game. Not a great game from the offensive line either, but not a great game from Cam Newton. 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns for Dalvin Cook, 59 yards and a touchdown for Alexander Madison. Brian O'Neill. What the hell, man? Giving up 4 sacks. All alone, too. Nobody else gave up no sacks but him. But Anthony Barr, Harrison Smith, Pat Pete, all getting interceptions. 3 for 3 for Mr. Greg Joseph, GJ. And we are at the bye week where we are 4-2, off to a great start, leading the division. We're tied with the Packers and the Lions, Bears all alone at 2-4. We are going to upgrade the team right now. Look at any contracts that we might have to extend. KJ Osborne, surprised that he hasn't received like a dev trait scenario just yet. He had 2 games where he had over 100 yards, but he couldn't get one from his play at the end of the season. We'll just auto-upgrade everybody. And let's look at these contracts really quick. See who is up, who is due. Everson Griffin, Anthony Barr, not at this point. Even Pat Pete, Conklin, Xavier Woods, Sheldon Richardson, McKinley. I don't think we're going to bring none of these dudes back. TV game against the Cowboys. Xavier Woods' former team. And mock draft 2 is out. The Cowboys also 4-2. Forgot the number we were projected at first time. But they have us in the Super Bowl losing to the Steelers. But they have us taking a tight end who looks like a beast. Looks okay, actually, but no, man, we got 2 star dev tight ends already. Oh, but they have us in the Super Bowl against the Steelers. It's weird. And there goes Patrick Jones, and there goes Janarius Robinson. That was my fear. Them getting stolen from us. And can we beat the Cowboys at home? And we actually beat them in overtime to advance to 5-2. I feel like we might make the playoffs this season. 5-2. What is up with us shutting the running game down? We shut down Christian McCaffrey. Now we shut down Zeke. No turnovers. So if we can keep stopping the run like this and Kirk Cousins can keep playing like an MVP candidate, not turning the ball over, we run the ball well with Madison and Dalvin Cook, throwing to our receivers, and KJ Osborne keeps emerging to help out Thielen and Justin Jefferson, we might. Xavier Woods getting a pick from his former team, Patrick Peterson having a great season. We might just make it to the Super Bowl and just surprise everybody here in year 1. I've seen it done before. I've seen on a C4 video where he won with the Vikings in year 1. And it can happen. It can happen. Eric Kendricks is back from injury. Now we have the 6-1 Baltimore Ravens. Can we beat them and upset them on the road? No, we cannot. Looks like we lost to them in overtime. That would be back-to-back overtime games that we have played. Our team is probably tired as hell. It did go into overtime. Let's see. We outrushed them. They outpassed us, though. We did turn the ball over 1 time. So that 1 pick from Kirk Cousins, only got sacked 1 time, probably was a deciding factor in the game. Dalvin Cook, $127, 2 touchdowns. What the hell? D.D. Westbrook, 9 catches, 144, and a touchdown. Rashad Bateman went off on us. But D.D. Westbrook with a big game. 2 sacks for Anthony Barr, Danielle Hunter. No interceptions, 2 for 2 for Greg Joseph inside the 20 once for Jordan Berry. But why was D.D. Westbrook in? KJ Osborne must have went down with a bad injury. Is he back? Yes, he is. He's going right back there in the slot. Sorry, D.D. We have a weekly award winner. It's probably D.D. Westbrook. Right? Anthony Barr, 15 tackles. That's a lot of tackles in a game. And then 2 sacks, but the game did go into overtime. We are past week 9. Need to upgrade the team really quick. And then see if we can sweep the Detroit Lions. We're playing the Chargers. I thought it was the Lions. But look at our division, bro. This game knows what it be doing, bro. This game knows what it be doing. They're like, all right, we're going to let you think you're going to have a good year 1 with the Vikings, but we're going to hit you with this. We're going to make the Lions 5-3. We're going to make the Packers 5-4. We're going to make the Bears 5. All you motherfuckers are going to be tied. So you think that you're going to win the division or make the playoffs. No. One of these teams, the other teams are going to win it. We're probably going to go like on a 7-game losing streak, something crazy like that. And it's going to be bad. I can already see the setup now, especially right here against the 2-6 Chargers. They're finna whoop our asses. They're finna whoop our ass. They finna do our asses in. 34-16, just like I said. Here it comes. 16-34. We outrushed them. Not a bad game from us. I don't know how we lost by 18. Gave up 4 sacks. Kane had a touchdown. We got beat by Isaiah McKenzie. And once again, Brian O'Neill, for the second time this season, gave up 4 sacks in one game, but he did go up against Joey Bosa. No interceptions, made a field goal, no punts inside the 20. This game. Can't wait for it to be all over. We get Kendricks and Rashad Hill back from injury, but then we have a new injury, and it is Adam freaking Thielen. It's okay. We got D.D. Westbrook. We got Olabisi Johnson. This is our first meeting with the Packers, who are 6-4. We need to win this game if we want a chance. Oh my God, 42-17, obliterated us. Shut the passing game down. I mean, it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. Dalvin Cook was okay. Devontae Adams is there for this season, his first season. Brian O'Neill, don't know what's going on with him. No sacks. Defense not getting up. Defense not looking like the same defense the first half of the season. Like, we were stopping the run. We were getting interceptions. Now we're giving up 42 points. We get Michael Pierce back from injury. Can we beat the 3-7 49ers on the road? And look at that. We slipped from first place all the way down to third place, and another team drops 40-some points on us. And just like that, we lose, 2-3 games in a row? 4 games in a row. I told y'all it was coming. They're going to make me think, bro. They fooled me. They finessed me, bro. They led me on. 4 touchdowns for Alexander Madison, though. Justin Jefferson with a touchdown. He's not having that great of a season. Danielle Hunter, Vigil, Xavier Woods, Harrison Smith. Hitman's having a big season. Hitman and Pat Pete, they're getting a lot of interceptions. They are doing that. But just like that, we are 5-6. The Lions are even better than us. We are last in the division. The Bears are even better than us. It's crazy. And we third straight game, 40-plus points given up from this Mike Zimmer defense. Mike Zimmer, your ass is grass, my boy. Your ass is grass. 3 turnovers. Lose to Colin Kaepernick. 5 sacks from the O-line. Yeah. Good game from KJ Osborne. 115 yards. But, yeah, this season is just turning on us. The season is turning on us really quickly. Just like that. It's like the game was a baby face, and then it turned heel on us. It turned heel on us, bro. Adam Thielen is back from injury. Now we have the team that we were expected to play in the Super Bowl in mock draft 2, and they beat us 30-24. 6-game losing streak. Didn't I call it? Didn't I say at that one point right there, I was like, we're going to lose 7 in a row? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got one more game to go Monday night against the Bears. Oh, boy, I should be a goddamn fortune teller, one of those people that read the future. 30 touchdowns, or not 30 touchdowns, I wish he had it, but 30 yards and a touchdown for Alexander Madison. 102 for Justin Jefferson, 101 for KJ Osborne, 77 for Thielen. Brian O'Neill is giving up 20 sacks a game. Harrison Smith is probably leading the league in interceptions because he's the hit man. And we're 5-8. Just like that, man. Just like that, 5-8. We are last in the division. Probably not going to make the playoffs. We do beat the Bears, though. Stay alive with that. We stay alive for a little bit longer. Holding on, clinging to life for the playoffs. Kirk Cousins, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 94 yards for Cook, 48. Madison's really starting to run the ball. KJ Osborne, I really want him to go up dev trait. 2 sacks for Danielle Hunter. He's having a good season. Pat Pete, man. We're having some good individual, stats. Like Pat Pete, Dalvin Cook, Danielle Hunter, Harrison Smith. They're all having great seasons, individual-wise. Even KJ Osborne. 6-8 Rams, 6-8 Vikings. Something's got to give. And we beat them. 2-game winning streak. To try to stay alive. Try to save Mike Zimmer's job, even though it's gone at this point. Really could have lost that game. Really didn't play all that great. 2 picks, 3 sacks given up. We really didn't run the ball well. Justin Jefferson did have a good game for himself. no sacks, 1 pick from Mackenzie Alexander, his first pick of the season. Greg Joseph made a 57-yard field goal, though. Love when my kickers make long field goals. It's showing the distance, showing the leg that they got. We get a couple guys back from injury. 2 games left, TV primetime. The Packers could end our season right here if they beat us, and we beat them 28-21. Are we going on a winning streak? So after losing like 6, we go on a 3-game winning streak. We have to win this last game to have a chance to make the playoffs. 3 touchdowns, no picks from Kirk Cousins. Did get sacked 3 times, though. Touchdown for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown for Tyler Conklin. 2 sacks for DJ Walnum. Greg Joseph misses 1. And now our season. Actually, let's take a look at the playoff picture real quick. See where we stand. So it's 8-8 Bears, 8-8 Vikings. NFC side, we are 5th. We're in the playoffs. We are in the playoffs so far. So if we win this game and we can somehow come in 2nd place, that would be big. That would be big. But look at this. If we do lose, the Bears, oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. So we got to beat the Bears. I think if we lose, we still might have a chance to get in. But let's just take care of business, control our own destiny. We lose, and we're in the playoffs with an 8-9 freaking record. 3rd in the division. Bears sneak in. So 3 teams in the NFC North made the playoffs. Yes, the Bears made it 5th seed. We're a 6th seed. Packers were the number 1 seed. I made the playoffs with an 8-9 under 500 record, bro. 3rd in the division. Oh, man, I don't even know how I feel about this. This is taking me back to that year when the Seahawks were a 7-9, whatever. 7-9 team, playoff team. I think that was the Beastquake run against the Saints. But, man, 8-9? 3rd in division, and we made the playoffs. Don't know how I feel about that. 11 in points per game, 28 passing yards. Number 4 in rushing. That's really good. But we were, from a Mike Zimmer defense, we gave up the most points. You saw that. We had 3 straight weeks where we gave up 40-plus points, 17 in passing and 27 in rush. So we need to work on stopping the run and stop giving up a lot of damn points. Also, passing yards, which is crazy because our receivers were having – Kirk Cousins was looking like an MVP candidate, MVP favorite early in the season. And our receivers were getting a lot of passing yards, so I don't understand how we're 28. I know we're a running team, though. 5,000 yards, all for Brady, Mahomes, and Matt Ryan. And then you have Derrick Henry, 2,000 yards, 18 touchdowns. Why he didn't do that when we were just doing the Titans? Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook was 3rd in rushing. Let's go. Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas, Khalil Mack, Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, Budda Baker with 10. A.J. Terrell with 7, Tre'Davious White with 7, Bobby Wagner, Jayon Brown, Anthony Barr, 3rd, but our defense was probably on the field a lot. Looking at our stats, 10th in passing touchdowns. Not a bad season from Kirk Cousins. Great season from Dalvin Cook. Points scored, 11th. And then K.J. Osborne, 1,100, almost 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. Yeah, not a bad season from Kirk Cousins. 38, 88, almost 4,000 yards, almost 3,900 passing yards. We did give up 40-plus sacks, 62 completion percentage. He averaged 228.7 a game, rating 101.4. Looking at the rush, great season from both Madison and Dalvin Cook. Only 1 fumble. Longest rush was 41 yards. 40 yards for Madison, and then 3 touchdowns for the fullback C.J. Ham. And receiving, we had 2,000-yard receivers. Thielen, I think, got hurt, but Jefferson and K.J. Osborne tying the receptions for the team with 78, 10-17 for Justin Jefferson. And then they both tied with the touchdowns. But K.J. Osborne had a little bit more yards. D.D. Westbrook had that 1 big game. Irv Smith, what the hell? That is trash. But maybe we should take that damn tight end. That was garbage. You were starting, bro, the whole season. The hell is that? Did we just not throw it to the tight end in this playbook? Longest pass was 50 yards to Osborne and D.D. Westbrook each. Offensive line, oh my God, Brian O'Neill, oh my God, Christian Darrisaw. You get a pass though because you're a rookie. Udo was not bad. Bradbury was outstanding. Bradbury and Ezra Cleveland holding it down in the trenches on the inside. But goddamn, Brian O'Neill. I mean, a lot of tackles, but we were just on the field a lot. Not a great season from Eric Kendricks, but he was hurt. 6 picks from Patrick Peterson, 4 for Hitman. Decent season for Xavier Woods. Great season for Danielle Hunter. But not a great season overall from the defense as a whole. A lot of interceptions. And then forced fumbles, we had Pat Pete, Harrison Smith, Xavier Woods, Mackenzie Alexander, Cam Dantzler. We had 2 blocks, Xavier Woods, Michael Pierce. We had no safeties, and we had 1 pick six for Patrick Peterson. What the hell did Michael Pierce do? Nothing. Kicking. Only 5 missed field goals for Greg Joseph. He really only missed 4 because 1 was blocked, and he did miss an extra pointer. Punter, we had inside the 20-10 times, long as 72, average 50.1, and we had no special teams touchdowns. Yearly awards, MVP goes to, I'm going to say Brady. Lamar Jackson. Coach of the Year is going to go to Urban Meyer. It's his damn award. Wins it every single time. Russell Wilson, NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Justin Fields. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. Best QB goes to Russell Wilson. Kirk Cousins at number 7. Running back goes to Christian McCaffrey. We have Dalvin Cook at number 8. Receiver goes to Devontae Adams. KJ Osborne at number 9. Offensive line goes to Zach Martin. D lineman goes to DeMarcus Lawrence. We got Danielle Hunter at number 6. Linebacker goes to Khalil Mack. Defensive back goes to Budda Baker. Patrick Peterson, his former teammate, at number 4. Harrison Smith at number 9. And the best kicker is going to go to Graham Gano. But we're in the playoffs. Year 1. You have to go on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. Can we get a win? What? Eight and 9. We beat on 24-7. We shut the running game down, shut the passing game down. No turnovers, 14 third down conversions. What? Thielen, Jefferson, KJ, Dede. We played like the perfect game. Field goal got blocked. Now we have our division rivals, the Green Bay Packers, who are 12-5, number 1 seed in the second round. Kirk Cousins Player of the Week award. If we beat the number 1 seed with an 8-9 record to advance to the NFC Championship game, what? That's all I can say. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin voice. What? And this is year 1, so we're not going to actually hop in and watch it. Okay, so we do lose 28-21. I am going to move on from Mike Zimmer. I think we need to go in a different direction. They haven't been able to get back to the NFC Championship game since the Case Keenum skull of a season. So we are going to move on from him. Even though we made the playoffs with an 8-9 record, we did not beat the Green Bay Packers. Our defense, merely because our defense was kind of like just bad, horrific. So we are going to use a custom coach. And we're going to step in. We're going to take over my Minnesota Vikings. And we're going to build it with the vision that I have for the team. Being no vision, nothing. So we'll just do the first one, keep saying playbook. Boom. We have a new head coach now here in Minnesota. So now we're gonna it's a Green Bay, Tennessee Super Bowl, which is a lot of experts were picking at the beginning of this season. You know, this was one of the matchups, Tennessee and Green Bay. Looking at the Pro Bowl though, we have on the NFC side, C.J. Ham, our fullback, making the Pro Bowl, representing the Vikings. We have probably that's it. It's probably the only one. I would say Danielle Hunter got snubbed. Pat Pete making it, so that's 2 for us. And Wayne Gallman. Okay, three Pro Bowlers for us. Let's see what dev trait upgrades. I would say KJ Osborne, he was our best receiver this season. So I think he deserves to go up 1 to a star dev. So let's see if that does indeed happen. It does. Let's go. KJ Osborne going up to star dev. Now we have red, silver, and gold. I would expect Thielen to go down to either star or normal because he didn't have that great of a season, and plus his age. Where the hell is Irv Smith? He must have got hurt again. We might need a new tight end. Defense. Barr goes up superstar. He's not going to keep it because of his age. And Pat Pete does not go up. Get the hell out of here with that. How does he not go up, bro? Pro Bowl? Like 6 picks? Come on. Let's go, Tennessee. And they beat the Packers, yes, in the Super Bowl. Harold Landry gets Super Bowl MVP. It's funny to me that we just did the Titans, and I couldn't win a Super Bowl with them, and then boom, they win it in year 1. Lamar Jackson, Urban Meyer, Lamar Jackson, Khalil Mack, Trevor Lawrence, J.O.K. And I'm going to fire that defensive coordinator, too. Bring in a new one. Probably going to fire the offensive coordinator, too. Just bring in a whole complete new staff. So we're going to fire the offensive coordinator because our passing game was not that great. We're going to fire the defense coordinator, too, and bring in all new guys. So we're a West Coast zone run. West Coast zone run. So this guy, Mac Williams here. What is he? 4-3 cover 3. See how, we'll hire Mac Williams. And then defense, we are 4-3 quarters. Let's see, West Coast zone. Sammy Rio, so Buffalo. Okay, he's a good candidate. And he's a good candidate, and he's the only candidate. So Sammy Rios, welcome to the Vikings. So we have a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new head coach, a complete new staff. Mock Draft 3 is out. And we are at number, we should know our pick now. We're 25. They have us taking a quarterback. They have us moving on. But I don't really like this guy. I like the awareness, but I want to see A's and not B's if we're going to take a quarterback. And if we're not in contention to get like the top 5 guys, then I'm not going to do it. I don't really like that quarterback. So I'm going to keep Kirk Cousins for at least one more season, see what we can do with him. So look at the retirements. We don't have a whole lot of cap space. So I do see why they cut Michael Pierce in real life. Don't have any retirements. Don't have to worry about nobody retiring. And let's see who we have to bring back. I don't think it was nobody really. I think it was a bunch of old guys. So Anthony Barr had a lot of tackles, but that was only because our defense was on the field a lot. He was banged up a little bit. Pat Pete, though, deserves to come back. He had a great season, Pro Bowl. We're going to give him a little bonus money, too, for that, making a Pro Bowl. And he wants to play for a new team next year. Kiss my ass. Xavier Woods can go. Sheldon Richardson, Jordan Berry, Mackenzie Alexander. You know what? Even Wayne Gallman, who made the Pro Bowl. Greg Joseph only missed 5 field goals. They all can go. They all can go. They all can go. Now let's look at the salaries, see what salaries we can dump. Oh, man, we save a lot of money if we get rid of Kirk Cousins. Oh, Oh boy. Whenever I did like an actual like thing like keep a superstar dab, that is what's up. That is what's up. Plus KJ Osborne with the star. I love it. Did they knock down Justin Jefferson? No, he did not. He's still superstar X Factor. So Thielen is still superstar. Yes, sir. Let's go. But whenever I did like Viking franchises offline, I always end up trading Kirk Cousins or cutting them, just to dump that salary and get a new quarterback. But I'm gonna keep him for another year. We're great at receiver. Tight end, Irv Smith coming up a contract year. Look at this, man. The stats. He's been injured. I mean, this rookie year, he's playing with Kyle Rudolph. We might have to go in a different direction at tight end. Darisaw was his rookie season. Udo was not bad. And we got Wyatt Davis. So we really don't need to go on the O-line. We got Wonham, who we can move to the right side. What is he, a power rusher? I think we need a speed rusher on that side. Yeah, but Wonham can play on the other defensive side, even though we did bring in Zadarius Smith in real life. Michael Pierce, we don't save a whole lot of money if we cut him. How about instead of cutting him, I trade him or something? Maybe I trade him. Instead of cutting him, why don't we trade him? Add to trade block, see what we can get for him. We do need a linebacker. I mean, we could go with the Chaz Surratt, Troy Dye thing. Cornerback. Ooh, we're going to bring that Pat P. have Cam down, so we do need a cornerback. Don't know where these other dudes came from. Cam Bynum, I'm going to give a chance because I like him. And they robbed Harrison Smith, bro. Went down to star dev. You could have took Thielen's away. Why is Antoine Brooks always getting signed to my teams? I don't know, but get the hell out of here. And we need kicker and punter. We just need everything right now. We don't have a lot of money to spend. So we might move like a Michael Pierce, get more draft picks. But let's see who's available here in free agency. Quarterback, yeah, Jameis, always signing with the Colts. Running backs, we are good to go. Fullback, we got Pro Bowler CJ Ham. Receivers, we are straight. Tight end, we are not straight. But we're going to give Irv Smith another shot at this tight end thing. Don't need left end. We do need right guard, but Udo, Wyatt Davis, they did okay. Defensive tackle, we're good for right now. Defensive end, I mean, Randy Gregory. Too much money. Too much money. Is depth trait regression on? Yeah, it is, right? It is. Frank Clark is that star. Yeah, it's on because they took away some of my guys. They just looked like it was off for a little bit. Justin Houston, middle linebacker, you got Devondre Campbell, Hightower, right outside linebacker. There's nothing there. Cornerback, Casey Harris, same. Mike Hughes, former Viking, former first-round pick for us. We might need to sign one of these dudes like a Jordan Lewis, but I'm thinking about saving my money, though. Devin McCourty, got Marcus Williams here, KZ, Trey Boston, strong safety, Ronnie Harrison. There's just nothing here, man. Daniel Carlson, also another former Viking. I honestly think outside of Jack Fox, spending money on a punter. What, Jamie Gillen? I kind of want to sign Jamie Gillen or Jack Fox. Let's get Jamie Gillen. Did I pass him? Yeah, he's right here. Let's get Jamie Gillen on a 2-year deal. Bump this down a little bit. I think we should sign a cornerback. Just to know which one. None of these guys fit the scheme. Xavier Woods, former Viking. Used to be Rhodes closed. Maybe DJ Reed Jr. Yeah, why not? Let's get Trey Waynes. A lot of former Viking guys. Trey Waynes there. Maybe we should go for Nick Needham. He's a man-to-man. Nick Needham or DJ Reed Jr. let's do DJ Reed Jr. and I'm handing out 2-year deals. Also, former Seahawk, just went to the Jets, I think. So let's get DJ Reed Jr. And I think that's it. I think we're just going to be a little conservative here in year one of the free agency and hold on to the little bit of money we got and just go after a punter and a cornerback. The rest we can handle in the draft. So we don't get nobody, not even the damn punter. Nobody wants to come here. And in mock draft 4, I was taking a cornerback, typical Mike Zimmer, even though he's not here anymore. Cornerback in the first round, and he has D-man coverage, bro. Why on earth would I take him? Explain. But we are going to look at the quarterbacks, just in case we change our mind. You know what? We're not going to draft one this year. Let's look at other positions that we may need. Levi Martin looked really good. Let's look at Bill Redd, the tight end, 6'6", elite speed. He looks good. Let's look at Jake Coleman, B catching traffic. B spectacular catch, but he just looks okay. Let's look at right guard, just in case if we do want to draft one. Not with the double Ds. So got left guard, just to see if there's anybody there. There's a second and third round dude out of Mississippi State. And he doesn't look bad. It's just the lead blocking that's bad. But, oh my God. So got this dude, George Gary, Mr. Double D's. And then Eric Swede. We don't know anything. Just know A injury, B lead block. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We're going to put him on the list. Obviously, we're going to look at center. The centers are always good. B awareness. A run block power. It's just his stamina sucks. And then Eli Gregory will look at A impact block and B run blocking. And he has a lead block, but the run blocks are C, so he's not that good. We could use linebacker, 2 linebackers even. Got Jaden Torrance here in the first round, D-zone coverage. We need some guys that can – hold on here. He might be an edge rusher. He has B play rag, A power moves, B finesse moves. Okay. He could be like an edge rusher dude. But we have DJ Wonham. So we got B pursuit. A lot of Fs. A lot of red flags. This dude has D tackling. Now, I want to get this first draft right, but it's looking like this draft class might be a little weak. Max Barden, B block shedding. C awareness, B man coverage. He actually might be a scheme fit worthy pick. And then this dude, A pursuit. Hold on. Jamil Mackey will be a Minnesota Viking. And then we'll look at another linebacker position. Need to look at cornerback, really. B awareness, A man. Okay, he looks good, too. Looking at cornerbacks, though. Leonard Andrews has C-zone, big body cornerback, B awareness, A block shedding, A hit power. I like him. I would take him. Let's look at Quentin Johnson, A catching, C-zone, another good-looking cornerback, A hit power. Same thing. One of those 2 guys I would be really happy with. 4.30. These guys are fast and strong. I like every single one of them so far that I've looked at. Fast and strong. I already looked at this dude. So we got Mello. Okay, that's enough. Then we'll look at kicker and punter. because we have not got A, awareness, D, accuracy, but good kick power. Don't like the accuracy. I like my accuracy and power to be like even. So he has good kick power, and we don't know the accuracy. But I will put him on the list. We have Devin Morris. He has A, accuracy, A, injury. Please, oh my God, he has poor kick power. It can never be. You can never have best of both worlds when it comes to the kicker. D, awareness, marginal kick power. And you have Tyler Cody, who has D, accuracy, and he has good kick power. Yeah, so only one kicker there. Dalton Kendrick, worth taking. But don't know what we're going to do yet. Don't know what's going on with the free agents. We should be able to get, oh my God. Even Jamie Gillen, reject. I've never had a damn punter or kicker reject. What? You must be smoking crack rocks, my boy. This nigga declined. A punter? Damn punter, bro. Damn punter. Didn't even want to come. You know what? I feel so insulted by that. So insulted. I'm thinking about bringing Anthony Barr back for another year. But, man. What the hell? We're not signing nobody. If we can't even bring in a punter, we don't deserve to bring in anybody. Any damn body. Bro, I'm stuck on that. Jamie Gillen rejected a punter? There has to be another team must have offered him a contract and he took their deal. That's the only way I can see him rejecting. Now when I think about it, that's most likely what happened. But still, I've never lost a bid on the day. They usually don't get other bids from other teams. You usually see all the kickers and punters just sitting there. Mock draft 5 is out. We got some trade offers from Michael Pierce. Let's see what's here, man. Let's see what the hell is here. Yeah, I was taking a cornerback. I think this is one of the cornerbacks that we like. Yeah, so I like it. Don't hate it. Now, since we picked so damn late, let's see what offers we got from Michael Pierce first. Trade offers. That's it. 3rd, 5th, and 7th. Miami. Okay. Let's not do that. And let's do a manual trade, all right? So we'll do Michael Pierce. And we can get a 2nd round pick out of his ass. Early 2nd round pick, too. Who needs a defensive tackle? So they're pick 30, early pick. So the Chargers, they're pick 7. They need a defensive tackle. And let's get a future 3rd out of this. So Michael Pierce for a 2nd. That will put them over the salary cap. Okay, just give me a player on your team that will, we'll eat the contract up. I'll be fine with that. We gotta find somebody. Who's eating up all your money? Brian Bulaga. Don't need him though. Has to be somebody. I guess the Chargers will not be getting Michael Pierce. Who needs a defensive tackle? So the Dolphins do, but you gotta. Okay, we'll work a deal out with y'all. Give me your second round pick, and I want. They got 2 first round picks next year. I want a third next year. I don't think they have the cap space either. Oh, they do. So we work out a deal with the Dolphins, but they try to give me a 3, 5, and a 7. No, I want a 2 this year and a third next year. You can have Michael Pierce. Now we have 2 second round picks. We have 2 third round picks. We have our first round pick, and we didn't get a lot. We didn't get no free agent signings at all. So we're gonna draft a lot of players. Looking at the free agency recap, Jaguars always making big moves. Don't see nobody from the NFC North. So I don't see the Packers. I don't see the Bears. I don't see the Lions making any moves. But there goes the Lions signing Randy Gregory. If that's the biggest one, we have no worries, even though the Packers just made it to the Super Bowl, but they did take an L to the Tennessee Titans.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
And let's see how this first draft goes. Let's see who falls to us.
All right.
Could use our second round picks to trade up, but we're going to keep our picks. And with the first round pick, there is 2 quarterbacks here. But I'm not going to entertain it. That would be hilarious if I accidentally pressed X. We're not going to entertain it. Don't need running back, fullback, receiver. We could use a tight end, Bill Red. We could go there. Oh, we actually know all of the left tackles. True talents. Not going to take a right guard. I want Jameel Mackey. I feel like we can get him in the second round, and we should get Jimmy Barksdale now, or we have to take this cornerback. He's the only one left. He's the only one left.
All right, next up, the
Hit it,
Patriots
Dev.
are on the
Let's
clock.
go. Get a cornerback out of Florida. And then we should be able.
Vikings are on the clock now.
Oh, God, I didn't know it was this early. Pick 1. Are we going to steal Jimmy Barksdale? Pick 25. Jameel Mackey looks such like a beast, but Barksdale also looks like a beast, and I'm going to take him. Right now.
Okay,
I knew the nigga was going to be normal.
Jets now on the clock.
And we're going to have to trade up with, like, the Commanders. Give up one of our third-round picks. Or our third-round pick. And
all right, now it's the Raiders' turn.
Commanders. And they accept it.
And now on the clock, it's the Vikings.
And we're trading up for the other linebacker. And that's Jameel Mackey. Now, I really could have took this dude, Max Barden, but he actually is not that good. So we're going to get Jameel Mackey right now.
On the clock now.
And he's normal. Come on, bro. That's our second player we took out of Florida. The cornerback we took in the first round, he was out of Florida. Now we have a 4th-round pick.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Who is left? Who is left, and what do we need? I'm thinking the tight end. Be catching traffic. B spectacular catch, C awareness. He's not all that good. Now, we do know the true talent of all these dudes. There's a day 3 guy there, but probably not worth it. I honestly don't know what to take here. I don't want to take the kicker now in the 4th round. Man. B catching traffic, 6'5", 260. He can catch, he can block. But he gets injured. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him.
Let's see who they
Looks like a nice blocking tight end.
Okay, here we go. The Vikings on the clock now.
Going to take a kicker now. Dalton Kendrick.
Okay, it's the Patriots
92 kick power. And then we're going to have to take a punter because we could not sign Jamie Gillen. Didn't know we had another 6th-round pick either. So, yeah, we're going to go and get a punter. Didn't even look at him yet. But let's look at him now. Let's see. C awareness. Don't know his accuracy. Marginal kick power. Mike Norris out of LSU. D awareness, but solid kick power. Might just take him because he's already used to wearing purple and gold. C accuracy, poor kick power. Cody Olsen has F accuracy, B awareness, and solid kick power. Just a big leg. And then the last one has C accuracy, C awareness, and good kick power. We're going to take Beckham
are now on the clock.
Out of Clemson. And then if we do have a 7th-round pick, the only other position I can think of is right guard. And we don't have a 7th-round pick. So glad we got our special teamers out of the way with those last 2 6th-round picks. Let's see how we did in the draft. I hope those linebackers are really good. Okay. So 74 cornerback, start right away. He's really balanced. He can play zone, slot, man-to-man. He can do it all. Let's go. He's really good with the zone and the press. Man is a little low. Got hit power. I like him, though. I like him. Landon Felder. Kind of whiffed on this one. Barksdale, but he is a 69. And he can actually play speed rusher, run stopper, pass cover. So he's really balanced. But I think I like him. He's going to be a 70 overall. But Jameel Mackey was the one, and he's the same type of way. Run stopper, speed rusher, pass coverage. He can do it all too. But I like him a lot. That's why we traded up for him. Man, really with this other pick, I probably should have went a different position, like a tight end or something, or just another position, maybe even quarterback. But that blocking tight end 66, that's not bad. Honestly, he's not even a blocking tight end that much, but he can catch. Some good strength on him. The kicker was a 71. Not bad at all. Power kicker. Accuracy not even bad. And then the punter, really not that bad. 68. And he has 93 kick power. And accuracy not bad. So we got some rookie special teamers. We got a big tight end and then 2 new linebackers and a cornerback. So we went heavily on the defensive side. And I think with the new coaching staff, but less of a roster and talent-wise, maybe I don't know what to expect for year 2. But all I do know is that that'll wrap it up for part 1 until the next episode.